Hey there everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood minifigure here, and welcome back to another LEGO review. Today we are looking at the LEGO Creator Space Mining Mech set. The set serial number is 31115. It has 327 pieces. It came out in 2021 and it currently retails for $25. Now, of course, this is a 3-in-1 set, so there's 3 different builds here. So first, we're going to focus on the main build, the actual space mining mech, which is this thing right here. Now, of course, before we show that, we're going to show these things here. First is a small alien creature, which accompanies the space mining mech. And it can open its mouth really wide, bring it all the way back like that, make it look sort of horrifying. You also do, I guess you can technically move around these limbs a bit by just twisting them around and whatnot. Yeah, this is a pretty cute little guy. He's definitely a Mixel sort of creature. He definitely looks like something that would come from the Mixels. And here we have this small build which holds a couple of space crystals. Of course, the space crystals aren't held onto anything. Those are 2 flat tiles right there. And these are them. One is a bit taller than the other. Now then, on to the actual space mining mech, which is this thing right here. This is the front of it. There's the side. Nope, dang it. There's the back. And there's the other side right there. Now, this mech, of course, has posable legs, and first off, it's got posable legs here, although not very posable, I would say. You can only move it like two clicks, but oh well, it's good enough. You can move it back more though. Now you've got a walking pose for it. And of course, you can do the same thing with both legs. You can also sort of move them out like this. Also sort of twist the feet around. Then, first off on here, you have an adjustable arm with a hand. It's doing the Italian hand pose right here. And you can adjust the fingers like so. And you can move around the hand here and the arm as well. You can twist the arm 360 degrees and the hand because they're both on ball joints. Then you've got a second adjustable arm here, which is just a saw, which does spin around pretty fast. And of course, you can take the saw and you can knock the crystals out of their place with it. Let's see that again. There we are. Yeah, like that. And both arms do have adjustable shoulders. Now here we have a cockpit for the mech. Even though this thing is supposed to be totally autonomous, You can open it up like that, and you get this little brain thing for it, I'm assuming. Let's take a look at the cockpit. It's got a 2x2 space there for the thing to sit, no studs, and it's got a couple of pieces here at the front, which I'm assuming are supposed to be control panels, or controls or something, which is odd considering this thing doesn't really have any limbs, so it can't actually do any controlling. Yeah, so that's a full view of the brain. And you can flip it around so that you get a different color translucent piece showing off. You can have it be either pink or green, or lime green, I would say. Then we've got a back here with a backpack of sorts, and a couple jet boosters, probably because the planet it's on has low gravity, so it can use the extra propulsion. And you've got two spaces there to put the crystals in. Yep, so they just stick onto them like that. And you can also adjust the boosters here as well. Alright, so that about does it for the space mining mech. Now, onto the secondary build here, which is a two-legged robot. And we have a tiny robot here which drives the thing. It's got adjustable, oops, sorry, that happens sometimes. It's got adjustable legs and feet. Semi-adjustable arms, just sort of being able to move around like that. Now, here is the two-legged robot, which is the secondary build. As you can see, it is very tall. Let's see. Well, there's the front of it. There's the side. There's the back of it. And there's the other side. Of course, the legs are adjustable as well. Or the legs are posable too. Yeah. You can move them around like that. You have knees which are bent wrong, so it sort of bends like this instead. And of course you've got adjustable feet as well, with adjustable toes, so that's neat. Of course the same thing goes for the other side here. Oh yeah, right, you can also adjust these things out. Now we have a bit of a cockpit up here, which you can access easily by just moving this piece out of the way. You've got a couple of translucent green tile pieces here to represent controls, and a couple of joysticks here on the side which can be moved up and down. And you've got a radar dish here in the back. Oh wait, crap, hold up. Alright, sorry about that, the assembly sort of broke off. But yeah, there's an... dang it, this is hard to do with one hand. But you have a satellite dish which can be moved around 360 because it's on a ball joint too. And you can move it up and down. And you can also adjust the satellite dish itself up and down as well. And you have a bit of a backpack here, which is supposed to be the mech's main energy source. You can hardly open it up, but you've got a couple of the green translucent brick pieces in there. So that does it for the space robot, the two-legged space robot there. Now, on to the final build, a four-legged cargo carrier. We have a bit of a robot here, which can drive it. There's the side of it, the back, other side and the front. You do also have the ability to sort of adjust its limbs again just by sort of twisting them around, because they're just these round bar pieces. So this is the four-legged cargo carrier. Here's the side of it. There's the back. And there's the other side. It's got all four posable legs here. Not as much mobility. Although, of course, I guess you wouldn't really expect much mobility from a vehicle like this. It doesn't need bendable knees. And you have adjustable arms here on the front as well, which can be adjusted in three different ways. You've got these parts you can adjust, you have these parts you can adjust, and you have these parts you can adjust. So there's a lot of adjustability in the arms on this build. Now here is the main cockpit here. We open this up once again by bending the translucent piece. So that's where the robot sits. Weirdly enough, there's no indication or suggestion of any sort of control panel here, or any way to drive the cargo bot, since this guy actually has arms on him. Also, you can adjust the lights here if you want to. Don't really have to, but that is a thing you can do. And let's take a look at the actual cargo in the back of the set, which is in this nice open space here. And you have three of these pieces, or three of these builds, with the translucent green bricks and the two pieces on top of it. And there's the back, quite spacious. I think you could fit quite a few things into here besides just those pieces, which of course mainly go onto that studless tile there. And of course, the robot easily fits into the cockpit like that. Alright, so that does it for the spacewalker, the space mining mech set and its alternate builds. Pretty good job overall for all three of the builds. The space mining mech is definitely has a good design, a good solid design, which yeah, it looks pretty neat overall. I think my one complaint is that for the cockpit here, you have a brain which you can sort of open up and take out, and you can like switch the colors out, which I guess is cool. Although my main thing is that there's a suggestion of controls up in the cockpit, when if this is a fully autonomous robot, it shouldn't need that at all. It would be better suited to go in here, where our robot actually has limbs driving that thing, and this thing isn't autonomous. Of course, this set is probably the second build here. The robot walker is a bit confusing for the marketing, I'd say, because they advertise it as just a single build. Although when you build it and you get to the instructions, they show you building this thing first, like a mini bot, which is its driver, and that could be confusing for some people because because they sort of advertise it and market it as just a single build with no driver to it, even though you clearly do build a driver at the start. And yeah, there's a problem with the, well, I already addressed this. There's no control panel for the cargo carrier, even though there's a bot with limbs which needs them to drive it. But, yeah, aside from those complaints, this is a pretty solid set. Good designs overall for all three of the builds, just confusing marketing for the second build, and a bit of an odd design choice for the first build. The price is also pretty good, $25 for 327 pieces. Yeah, I think that's a fair price for this set. Anyways, that was my review of the LEGO Creators Space Mining Mech set. I hope you liked that review, and if you did, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and ring the notification bell for new videos. Thank you, bye!